So he says to the guy, he says, hey, how big do you want to go?
Real big?
He says, sky high. I said, well, how about 4 inches?
Got a pill for that,
He said,
man?
okay, here's a rough country kit, ready to go into this Dodge. I like to wait until I get it all ripped out and then see if I got the right kit or not. Trust your parts, guys. Now, where do they hide the instructions in these things? So, here's another steering knuckle.
Bolts, man.
Not in here. Oh, what's this?
A box in a box.
Oh, it's gotta be in here. About the right set. Oh,
Or
those are
maybe
just
not.
blocks for the rear bumper stops. Oh, this is a nice magazine. And what's behind it?
Hey, give me that
Looks
pamphlet,
like instructions. Yes, here we go. These Dodges got the silliest setup to mount these front diffs. I did it one click at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. Or a swivel. You know it's me when I come through your town. My handy dandy screwdriver. Works great for adjusting the e-brake on these Dodges too. More hand tools. Even with everything out of the way, my swivel won't fit very good in here. This one's a little better.
With all that
But you don't want to
Loctite,
put an
man,
impact on
good
that.
luck.
I'll just ratchet all these screws out.
Say hello to my little friend.
I can breathe. Look at all the room in here. We're gonna have to cut that ear off of that pocket there, probably. Yep, here we go. Cut that out. They'll give you a nice little diagram here to cut line and everything. Usually they just tell you to cut 1 inch and 7/8 or something off the end of this thing, and over here a little bit. Make sure you grind off all these edges smooth. Don't stick your fingers where you wouldn't stick your... Well, I guess I was supposed to use a saw. We're gonna go with the old dark walnut. Everybody goes black these days. This one blends in with the dirt-covered black look.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Don't you think?
man.
I was never a fan of painting, you know? I love these long ratchet wrenches. You gotta fix them up once in a while. When you're trying to find out what bolt goes where, you look in the instructions. Bags are numbered and everything. Line them all up so you can tell which one's which length. Got a spacer for the drive shaft here on the front. You get a little bit of interference over here on this protective cover for the shift linkage. So we'll just trim a little off of here. Just a little off the side. Presto! That's good. Moving right along. These things only need to be finger tight. I'm kidding. Okay, let me go. Jeez, can anybody take a joke these days? I'm putting in a lift kit.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta tell you, you're gonna lose a little bit of performance here. These stock steering knuckles are real light. Made out of aluminum. Which is great because it's unsprung weight. And you know, the less unsprung weight you have, the more agile your vehicle will be. Say you got something big and heavy and you're throwing it back and forth, getting all sweaty. The lighter that material is, the easier it is to stop it and get going again. When you go over bumps, up and down. These ones got to be 30, 40 pounds heavier. Now you got to cut the brake lines. If you're not careful, cutting away the bracket here. And there she is, a thing of beauty. All the shiny black pieces. RC must be remote control. Nice aluminum spacer for the drive shaft. And back here we got a coil spacer, stock shocks. Oh, wait a minute, those aren't stock. Got the bump stops to take away your travel. Longer sway bar links, brake line bracket extension. Uses the stock track bar. That's weird, it didn't come with a remote. Now look at this thing perform. It's crawling all over the ground. It can handle light snow, slight bumps. Now watch out, it's gonna break out into a canter. We're gonna test out its rock climbing skills. Beware, she'll bite you in the ass. Just look at the articulation. My plans were in my head. I'm not stealing your round. I'm simply borrowing it. We'll see if this beast of a truck sinks or swims.